What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another Ka Intuitive Presents for the Poor. I'm Kai, and I'm meeting you here on my birthday. I'm 34 today. I had a reading last night, and the reading was about bloodlines. I'm not really sure what it is that people are seeing, but a lot of people have been talking about vampires and the presence of vampires lately, in relation to the files and everything. It's totally natural and normal to be this is really big and my brain doesn't know how to hold it. That's your right. And I don't think anybody should let themselves or allow themselves to feel like they're not allowed to take a break. I think that the more people dig into their spiritual practice, the lighter the energy will begin to lift for the collective. But yeah, you guys, because of the nature of the cards that were present and the conversations that happened with those cards, as far as the blood disorder, I keep saying a disorder, but blood disease, things like that, I wanted to shuffle today with my vampire tarot, which is interesting. On the bottom of the deck already, it's religion. I also have my mermaid deck here to kind of do a deeper dive. And then just a couple little love notes from the universe. Let me now take a drink out of my certified Delulu cup because I need it. Also, and I'm so sorry that I haven't gotten to the reading yet, but I have to make these little announcements and calls to action and things like that first and foremost. I don't love sharing subscribe, comment, boo. I don't like doing that kind of stuff, but it honestly, you guys, really helps me know that what I'm saying is being people are listening, people are hearing it, people are the work, the energy that's being put in is being received. My highest desire and highest intention for this channel, this platform, whether you're watching me on YouTube, Substack, it is literally just to help people awaken to themselves, whatever that looks like. I do what I do, and then I hope that inspires you to do what you're to do. I simply explain and express my downloads and what is coming through for me. And you create the meaning for yourself, how it lands for you. I am just here because I have to be. I'm here because genuinely it's in my chart. It's in the stars for me to be here. And I don't have a choice. This is what I must do. So definitely check out where Pluto sits in your chart as is somebody born between 1983 and 1995. And I think we can begin, right? Let me go ahead and do a little bing, bing, bing. So 3, for those with my headphone people, it's going to be a ringing sound. So 3, 2, 1. And again, 3, 2, 1. And one more time. And I just want you guys to take a really big inhale and release as the chime vibration quiets more and more. Okay? Try to go along with that. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. So first and foremost, I thought I was going to start with, wow, you guys, I'm looking down at my deck, my vampire deck, and at the bottom of the deck, it's rebellion, upstart, tumult, which I don't know what the fuck that means, and revolution. And the number is 33, if you guys can see that. Also not lost on me that she's a little brown girl. Look at that. Right? It's me. Anyway, not really. But before that, I feel very much, I typically don't do this. I usually like to punctuate a message with these affirmation cards, but I feel the need to kind of set that stage now. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the first one. One more shuffle here with these ones. Is there another one stuck in there? Oh, well, there is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this up. Great Spirit, we're joined here in this moment together, trying to find our way through together. holding hands, being very wary of each other. I want to set intention just in this prayer of how we can get closer to one another, how we can allow ourselves the ability to be vulnerable enough to let each other in, or let each other see each other's crazy. And I say that in quotations. Let each other see each other's rebellion, right? Let each other witness the authenticity within each one of us as we continue to awaken. Ooh. Okay. Here, and then I'm going to shuffle with these ones as well. It's important that we can face each other. I think it's important that we silence the need to fight each other, because the average person is not the damn problem right now. Okay. All right, you guys. Here are our love messages to Spirit. I am going to read these, and I want you... Oh, I almost spilled that candle. And I want you to sit with these messages, write them down, repeat them for yourself. I have 6 messages here, okay? So take whichever one resonates with you. All right, you guys. So number 1, my body is a wondrous and magnificent machine, and I feel privileged to live in it. Okay, I'll repeat it one more time. My body is a wondrous and magnificent machine, and I feel privileged to live in it. Okay. I release all negative thoughts of the past and all worries for the future. I release all negative thoughts of the past and all worries for the future. I let go of what is no longer serving me, and I am open to what is. Maybe even taking time to journal, right? If you hear the one that you really like or whatever, like write that down and then write about that, kind of uncover it, right? Because remember, this message today, very much daytime, is in regards to shadow work, okay? So I feel very like it's necessary to kind of connect this with the aspect of shadow work, right? Okay, next one. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness, which is pretty much what I'm saying. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Oneness is my true nature. That's the next one. Oneness is my true nature. The presence of love will always cast out fear. The presence of love will always cast out fear. All right, y'all, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and set these to the side. I just stack everything. If you guys could see what's in front of me right now, everything's just like... Okay, so we're going to get into it. Great Spirit, it was 2:22 on the clock. Or actually 22:22. Great Spirit, I join you as a bridge, as a connection, as a conduit between the highest realm of the universe and where we are today. May the messages that get uncovered here extend like ripples into those who listen to these words today. May it extend and reach past this generation of people that are waking up, so that what we uncover today is used as medicine tomorrow. Connecting now with the collective guides of each person listening to me, connecting to each other to our highest selves and harming none. Coming forward with a spirit of curiosity and a desire to shift the energy into the highest realms, and to raise our vibrations and the vibrations of the people around us that we love and care for. Revealed to us as a collective. What are we looking at? Continue to reveal to us what we are looking at. Crown. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have Antihero, Maverick, Risk Taker, and Rule Breaker. Okay, and we have Discipline, the Call of Night, and Free Will. Give me a moment to sit with this energy. Oh, wow. Okay, so first and foremost, you guys, I want to say like and I've said this before and I'll say it again, but there really is a high level of like spiritual guides around this situation. Okay. A lot of it is through the energy of Katz, and I mean, you know what I have sitting right here looking at me. Okay. Bast is right here. Also, the energy of Sekhmet is coming through too with this lion here that I'm looking at. But there it comes. The conversation is like there's a lot of it's giving. I hate how it's giving, but it's like somebody crowned themselves. Like somebody kind of came in and decided for themselves that they are the rightful owner. They are the rightful crown. They are entitled to whatever maybe, right? They, you know, they get to have while whomever does not. And there's a lot of duality, and just bear with me here because I don't even know what I'm saying right now. There's a lot of duality within just that type of language where it kind of applies to both sides. It's like they, you know, whoever they is, right? They could be saying that like, I've crowned myself as the ruler of the free world, right? But it's also yourselves that could say that for yourself, if that makes sense. And if we're taking this to like a shadowy place within our soul, within our spirit, right? Because we're doing the shadow work here. And it's about revelation, and it's about revelation in ourselves. Then we are finding places in ourselves where we have maybe given that power away, or maybe have like bowed to anything outside of ourselves that claims that they have control or they have the power, right? Or maybe it's also that we have ourselves claimed that we have control and we have power, but like it's all kind of just like been an illusion in some area of our lives, or the way like our relationship is with each other, with ourselves. It's interesting to me because there's a lot of emphasis on, it feels like, this feels so on the nose, but it just feels like something's purposely being clouded or distorted. And I know I've said this before. I'm fully aware of that, but it really is coming across as that. However, it doesn't seem to matter. And I know that sounds weird. It's like, it doesn't seem to matter. It can, like, there's already been a break in the clouds. There's already been a break in the clouds. So we're already aware that the sun exists, right? We're already aware that the light exists. We're already aware that the moon exists. That's already shown a light just enough for me to take steps forward, or to recognize or see where like something is moving weird in my own life or my own energy, right? So like there was something that I said earlier about, not on this, but like talking to somebody in my life, where it's like things are, it was like along the same track. God damn. But it was along the same like fields of like, now that I've seen, now that we're aware, it's only just like the awareness will never go away. The awareness is here to stay. And that's like where this card for discipline is coming through, right? Like it's giving this like conduit, right? You have like the lightning in the background and everything. It's giving like, there's been something that it's like irreversible or irrevocable. It's something that has just kind of come through and become this loud like clap or bang that has called forth the attention of too many for things to like hide out. I know that sounds so weird. And if only I could remember. Sorry, somebody called me, and it's probably a really bad idea to film on my birthday, honestly. I'm just going to continue to get calls. But I feel like I'm having a very hard time deciphering or decoding or just like at least like speaking what is going on in my mind, which honestly could be like a message in and of itself of just like how hard it is to kind of, you saw it, what you saw, how it made you feel, and you just haven't really been able to put it into terms. You haven't maybe come to terms with it. And like, if we're speaking of this in like a situation where we're talking about shadow work, right? A lot of the times it can come across as such, right? Where we're like, I know I feel weird and I know I feel triggered. I'm just not really sure where. And it feels like now that there's, in the collective sense, this like light being shown on things, we're able to see a little bit clearly where it might be affecting us most. I want to say like there's so many like little nocturnal creatures here with like the wolf and the cats. Like there's a lot of cats in this, and it feels very much like those cats are typically more skilled, and I think I want to say wolves are too. I don't know for sure, but I think that they're more skilled at seeing at night, right? Or at least at the very least, they have the abilities to do that, which we don't. And so that really calls in the need for leaning deeper into our spiritual team, or even just like our higher self, like things that have a little bit different of a perspective on it, like that they're able to tap into, even like spiritual like teachers, right? People that have a little more of an ability to see, a little more insight. Not even just insight, but like literally, like they can be in a dark environment and it's like they're seeing like broad daylight while they're walking through the night, right? Like, which is something that it would come across in these cards. Like that's already been made available to us, right? And so like figuring out what that is, like I said, if that's like through prayer, if that's through meditation, if that's through like higher self stuff, like working with your higher self, calling on your God, calling on your ancestors, calling on elementals, right? Or even just like in a very literal sense of like going to therapy, going to a practitioner, Reiki, or, any sort of, dude, like my voice is like, yeah, even with this like anti-hero, even though that wasn't a card that we pulled, the way that her eyes look, like she's like blind, or like she's almost like relying so much more on other senses in order to get herself through. So, okay. And that ties in with the lightning as well. How we like hear it, we can feel it. We might feel it rumble within. We might, we may not necessarily know exactly what we're looking at with our physical eyes, but we feel it, right? And so spirit's like it's giving like somatic work, or like Rolfing, I think is what it's called, where it's like a very like heavy handed like massage, like a breaking of muscle fibers, like breaking down knots in a very like aggressive way. This feels really deep tissue massages, and deep like when you're really trying to dig a thing out of your face, like a cyst. Like, I know that's weird, but like when you're really trying to get in there, you're trying to get to the root of it, right? And that's why I think that there's so many helpers around too, is it's in these cards. It's like there's so much help that's coming through in these cards, because it's not something that you don't have the tools for every aspect of this, right? So I would set intention for the elevated teacher, or the elevated like masseuse, or the elevated like practitioner, or, you know, guides, ancestors, things like that, right? But definitely something that can see deeper than you can, or like maybe you see enough to kind of pull at it, but it hasn't come all the way out, right? You only got like the head off, right? You have to kind of, it takes like surgical precision and surgical technique, right? And that's kind of actually giving with like the discipline card too. And like she's playing the violin. Like the violin is like one of the hardest instruments to learn, right? And it takes a lot of practice and a lot of like know-how and knowledge to be able to play it, right? Just as if it would take a lot of knowledge and know-how for a doctor to go in and help you, right? For a practitioner to help, for a practitioner to assist you, right? Let's switch it and now talk less about internal and more external, like more in a collective sense. They're more about them, right? Blood stuff. Yeah, there's it. Actually, no, I'm not even going to get into that. Nope, because I already did my last reading and I really don't even feel like I need to go back there. If you want, you can listen to my last reading from last night or yesterday or whatever, but I don't even feel like I need to go into like the blood diseases or anything like that, because I don't know, just the fact that I brought up doctors and then again, like it switched back to that meeting in my meeting. Why did I say that? Reading from yesterday. Yeah, we got to look at our hospitals. We got to look at our blood banks. We got to look at it like, oh, my chest started like, okay. Interesting. Right underneath the anti-hero, I just kind of like flipped it just because I was curious what was underneath it. And it's creator. And it's catalyst, maker, mother, father. And then right underneath that deck, or I'm sorry, this card is allure, desire, manipulation, seduction. This feels like that outside energy that we're all kind of dealing with. Yep. Oh my God, you guys. And then transmission right underneath. Spreading of conditions, influence, impact. And look at that. They're holding a fucking rat. And I was talking about this in my past reading. Number one, I was talking about plagues. That came through. But even in my last reading that I had yesterday, the light of truth, I was talking about things being passed down, things being like vampiric, bitten. We're going back and to see where you were bitten. I was talking about like infiltration, parasitic energy, and rats carry disease, man. Yeah, it's in our medical stuff for sure. Like and look, you know what, you guys, I know I'm not saying anything that the others haven't talked about. This is just, I want to act as validation for my conspiracy theorist. Okay. Let me validate you. Yes. Hospital, doctors. This is also fudge. I really wish that I had my herbal tarot sitting here, because I would pull with that, because this is giving like, it's time to go back into those like herbal remedies, natural resources, natural healing agents, through like food, holy God, medicine. You know what? Mercury retrograde is on its way. And I am very Mercurian ruled as a Gemini moon and a Virgo rising. And so like, it's not a surprise. Did you guys hear that ringing? I don't know if that picked it up, but that was weird. Anyway, or I'm tripping and my left ear just rang as I'm talking about Mercury retrograde. Downloads, conversations galore. All right, let me chill. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about remedies, natural remedies. I was talking about like acupuncture, Chinese medicine. My last reading too, I was talking about getting away from Western practices, getting away from the Western way of healing. Look, I gotta roll up my sleeves, boo. Damn, I really wish that I had that tarot deck. I have my Native American tarot right here. Is it even anywhere close? I can't tell if that's it or not. All right, that's okay. I really, really wanted to, maybe I'll shuffle some additional cards and do like an extended reading for like healing, like herbs that we can utilize to heal. And I can talk to spirit about that with those cards, just because I really like them being like very obvious. Or I'll even just go into my own. You guys look into Ayurveda, look into Ayurveda, look into your dosha, look into like healing herbal remedies for blood as well, right? Taking it to like, oh yeah, they're fucking like passing around diseases in our blood, but also, or something's wrong with the DNA. Yeah, look into, what is it called? Diuretics? No, diuretics, anti-inflammatories. I don't remember. I don't know, but liver, cleansing of the liver cleanses. It's time. I'm going to just kind of dig a little deeper into this. Even though I almost feel like I don't have to, only because I just like drew those ones here. Wow, you guys. I lifted this just randomly, just didn't even lift all the same way. I just like pulled it. And right underneath all of that is resurrection, reprise, recovery, comeback, and 44. And if you know, 144, you already know that energy. Stop, because, okay. It's harvest. It's giving harvest. Look at the background too. It's like the farm. And what was I just talking about? I was just saying the need to kind of like go back and like look at our food as medicine, produce, all of that stuff. And I'm not saying like, yes, I know that there's fuck shit going on with our foods, right? Farmers markets, learning how to garden yourself, learning how to grow food yourself, starting community gardens, right? Those are really important. Bro, I'm going to tear my nose off. Like, it's so fucking tickly right now and I don't know why. Oh my God, it's so annoying. Also, it's not lost to me. She's like a little bee. She's like a little bee, but she's surrounded by 4 black cats. That's so protective. Cats, man. Cats. And what do cats do? Oh my God, they hunt rats, bitch. And we just had that hoe. Where's she at? Sorry, no offense to the energy here. But this one, right? Transmission. What do cats do? Cat. Get a cat. This is your sign to get a cat. I wish I could. My husband's allergic, but I wish I could. I have a lizard instead. I gotta have scale friends. But babe, resurrection. And that's the human spirit, baby. That's the human spirit. Fuck yeah. Reprise, recovery, and comeback. Boo! And it's not lost on me. Then it's number 44. Again, 144,000. Those who know what I mean by that know what I mean by that. 144,000. Do I need a deeper card? Do I need to dig deeper? I don't know. Let's shuffle. Are there any additional messages, Spirit, that I need to say? Or is this any other additional messages? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yes, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and 5 of Pentacles, babe. I'm hearing hoard your power, which is a crazy way to say that. Hoard your power, hoarding of power. There's already a hoard of I don't know if Trump already did this shit, but like this need to like kind of like bully us by like fucking up our food. Like bullying us to like hoarding, like utilizing their power to like hoard resources from us so that we kind of weaken or, okay. Hoarding resources. There's something else there. But like a taunting, almost like, you know what it's giving is like not just tit for tat or this for that, quid pro quo. It's giving as well. when the dogs are in the kennel, and I've had this analogy before come through, but when the dogs are in the kennel and they're shocked a cajillion times, and then they finally open up the kennel door, but the dog never leaves. And they're like, come on out. And the dog's like, no. That's kind of where we're at right now, which is sad as fuck. Because we just feel, I think so much of us feel like we just can't win. Like it's just so much bigger than us. It's just so much bigger than us. But the reality is that all of these things came out in reverse. And it feels like Spirit's like illusions, honey. Illusions, right? Yeah. Spirit, what would you say to us now? This hoarding of power, this hoarding of resources, this bullying. We got the World card. Could you clarify the World card for me, please? You know, it's not lost on me too, you guys, when I said illusions and just like Spirit saying illusions is, the Magician card as well. Yeah. 6 of Wands, which this energy right here is really giving, and I'm showing the camera, I'm sorry for those that are just listening, but this energy here is giving like human power, like the power and ability that the human has to create and to manifest and transmute, right? Anything that gets in our fucking way, bitch. And what? That's that magician shit right there, you know? And with the World card here, that's Gaia. And she's like, illusions, babe. She's like, honey, I hold the wealth though. I hold the wealth. And anybody from me has access to it. Anybody, I'm so sorry. I'd be forgetting that I have a microphone. I'm so sorry. Anybody who is of me has me, okay? Has access. You guys, it's time to remember who the fuck we are. It's time to walk like that, talk like that, breathe like that, eat like that, act like that. All of it. It's time. You are exactly who the fuck you think you are. And what I said in my last reading, the light of truth, short, not long, length, long form. God damn it. What I had said though, because Spirit came through in an additional reading before even that, like back in January 22nd, Spirit had come to me and said they cannot possess what they do not have. They cannot possess what they do not have. If they do not have access to it, they cannot have it. You have so much more power. Spirit is telling us, like the human spirit is of love, is of creation, is of this magnificent ability to literally fucking do anything, to create anything, to be anything. They can only be evil. They can only take. That's why they got a hoard. Bitch, they're stealing from us. Because, bitch, we're the valuable ones. We're the valuable ones. We're the ones of value. They got to take our shit. Who's the broke bitch now? Who's the broke bitch now? Weak ass hoe. Ugh. And right when I lifted this deck just to pick it up, baby, we got the death card here. And this is not giving, this is the ending. We are making it new. We are cleaning it up. We are fixing the problem. Answering Gaia's call as well, just to talk about like the need to like heal and cleanse our other fellow living creatures here, the need to go out and like pray on this earth, the need to go out to touch the grass, to touch the trees and give thanks and love and offering and blessing to the earth for continuing to be here and to provide for us, the respect that we need to show other living beings, not just ourselves and humans, but also like little critters, cats and dogs, chipmunks, whatever, going out today over the weekend, especially with the Valentine's Day weekend, if you're listening to this on February 12th, going out and spreading that love in a way that is like communal love, not communal love, environmental love, gratitude, right? For the earth and all of her living little beings that are here riding this negative ass energy with us and are literally here as little protectors and little like, oh, that makes me so like, babies, you know, like, but they're literally just like here. And we're just so not alone, you guys. And that's like the biggest thing I have to say. And I'm not a religious person. I'm not like, oh, God's got me. Don't do nothing. Just sit here and wait, right? I'm not saying do nothing. I'm just saying find what to do. And how you find what to do is you look into that Pluto and Scorpio in your chart. That's like where you can begin that journey. Yeah, you guys. Oh my gosh. And then over here, I have this card. I was cleaning up all my cards, like trying to hurry. There's a card sitting here and it's from Kuan Yin. And I just glanced down and it's Gates of Heaven. And look, that's today. It's the 12th and it's number 12. I'm just making silly little connections, but, Gates of Heaven, it's a portal. That's our portal right now. And we're stepping through it. We are the gates of heaven. And we're so protected in that. We're so protected in that. And I really, really mean that. And I know it sounds really hard to believe because it's like, well, what about all the other children? What about all the things that happen? I know. And I know it's such a fucking conundrum. It's such a double-edged sword to speak life in a place that's so death. It's just such a fucking mind fuck. Like, it's like, how can I sit here in that's been the thing today. The reason why I've cried so much today is, you know, my grandmother and her two friends, they're all three cancers, boomers, sweet as can be, sweet as pie. And they called me. And immediately when I was like, hey, grandma, I was like laying in bed, I was like, hey, grandma. And they all three just started singing me happy birthday. And I let them finish and they were like laughing, like, oh, she's probably like, girl, who the fuck is this? Right. And they think it's so funny and I'm bawling. And then like her best friend's husband is like, oh, hang up hang up the speakerphone, get off speaker, go talk to her. It was just so sweet. And I don't know. It's like, I cried because I was so touched and like that people care, people love me, I'm loved, I get to be loved. It's almost like survivor's guilt. You know, it's like, I get to be loved today. I get to have, you know, I came downstairs and my husband had like this beautiful, you know, flower arrangement out and with like a little card, you know, and the house is all like picked up and, you know, I just like, I get to be surrounded by so much love and like, I say prosperity, but I don't necessarily mean it in like a financial way. I mean it like in a way of like prosperitable, like love. I don't know if prosperitable is a word, but like it's this like beautiful, like not reconciliation. What's the word? Reciprocity, this reciprocal love that I live in and that I get to like be a part of every day. And it just felt so like fucking terrible. And because I'm like, oh my God, I'm so grateful and I'm so loved, but there's so much suffering in the world. You know what I mean? And it's like, how dare I even take any of this for myself? It needs to go elsewhere. I'm fine. I've got it. This is okay. I don't want anything. And actually, sidebar, let me say this one time and then I'm gonna shut the fuck up because I gotta go and you guys do too, I'm sure. But like, it reminds me of the song from Disney. However, it is from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which, hey, babe, that might be a movie that we need to revisit. I feel like there's something there, especially since the first card that did not even come out, but it was on the bottom of the vampire deck was religion, honey. Religion is at the root. Okay. That's the beginning. Okay. So there's something there. However, the song that I have always sung, it's like my shower song. I've sang it since I was a child up until this point, and it is God Help the Outcasts, right? Like that is how I feel. And not to like put myself on any pedestal or be like, look at me, I'm such an angle, right? I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm so nice. I'm so altruistic. Like, no, the fuck I'm not. I literally at one point had told one of my bosses, like, we ain't here for altruism, girl. I need to get paid. Like, I'm not playing with nobody, right? I am human. However, that is my song because that is like my heart's cry. Like when I'm at my best self, I am thinking of others, right? And, so go watch Hunchback of Notre Dame and see how religion is fucking crazy. It's crazy. It's out here just fucking up everybody's day. All right, you guys, you know what? Do I want to draw one more little angle since I said angle and we're talking about it? Yeah, let me go ahead. Hold on. Let me reach through my flowers and oh my God. So far away. My Karma Angels. Okay. I love this deck. It's gorgeous. Let me just, oh, look at that. Archangel Michael. Yeah, baby. We're going to be all right. Da, 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 da. Kendrick. All right, let me just shuffle this like 3 times or something. I'm going to just shuffle this and then get off and call my auntie back, because she's probably like, oh, okay, bitch, you can talk to your mom for 3 hours, but you can't answer my goddamn call. Okay. Presiding energy. We say that we are protected. We say that we are guarded. We say that y'all got us. Who? What is this energy? Okay, I'm going to pull that out. Oh. And I have an obsession with the number 3. Oh, and there we go. Oh, another 12, you guys. Okay. This is giving the sun. This is the sun. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys. 12, 13, and 26. And actually 14 is under the deck as well, I will say. But it's moon, though. Look, you got literally the moon and sun. So, and I was talking about elementals having our backs as well. I was talking about nature and going out there and praying and giving thanks. Look at this angel that's literally sitting on a tree, looking at a flower. Okay, I'm going to read the readings. I'm going to read the meanings for these. 12 and 13. This is giving the portal energy, that sun and moon energy, the shift between the 12 and the 13, the shift of energy between the 12 and the 13, the day that we're literally on. We're on the 12th day of February, going into the 13th of February, which tomorrow is Friday the 13th. It is not lost on me. Holla, holla. Which I do not see as a bad day at all. So please. Yeah. It's also giving the star card as well, which is Aquarian. Okay, let me read 12 first. I'm just going to go in order. Let's read 12. And these are the energies that got us, right? These are the energies that got us. These are who's showing up. The energies that are showing up in the people in your world, the people in your world, your community, and the things above you, right? Like higher realms, guides, ancestors, right? Things that, are for you. Okay. Mahasaya, happiness and harmony. And this is number 12. I'm going to show him to the camera. This is the sun. Another of the 72 letter angels. Mahasaya encourages you to find what is most harmonious to you. When this card comes up in a reading, you must turn to what delights you most and look after your own interests above others for this time. The card also advises that you should stay close to what you know and not try anything new. Challenge, letting go of sorrow. Lesson, happiness is something that requires recognition. Melahel, that's number 13. Safety in the journey. Okay, this angel, as is clear from the card image, protects us in travel, new ventures, and when leaving one situation for another. That's that like weird portal thing that I was kind of, such as a new job, relationship, or home. The card suggests it is a safe and beneficial time. Oh my God. The card suggests it is a safe and beneficial time to travel, to make a change, or even just to change the way you think. All these changes in your life are being blessed at this time. Challenge, making the journey. Lesson, accept that all the changes in your life have led you to the next one. Okay, and this next one is number 26. And this is Lauvaya. Look at me not pronouncing these right at all. Oh my God, it's so cute. I just saw. Okay, inspires intelligence. Okay, angel of joy, in quotations. The presence of the angel Lauvaya in your reading means that you are nearly there with that which you are truly passionate about. First came the seed of thought, and then this flower of inspiration blossomed into something real. In a practical, everyday way, it is telling you to think something through before taking action. Resist rash impulses. Do take your time. A wise bit of advice would be to sleep and dream on it. Meditation. Challenge, not rushing into a situation. Lesson, a moment's thought can avoid a lifetime of regret. Now, this one comes across as like my last reading, The Light of Truth, where I'm really talking about how I'm just not feeling like everybody needs to pick up swords and fucking go out with pitchforks. I get it. I get the urge and I understand the need. And there are going to be people that are going to do it, right? And I 100% send them all the blessing and protection in the world. However, that's not for everybody, and that's okay, because we still need to elevate the energy. We still need to, there's still more to do. Again, Pluto and Scorpio. Okay. But yeah, you guys, that's all that I'm saying. Please go read or listen to my other messages if you feel like you are called to do so. This has all just like been a continuation. I feel like I haven't been talking about anything new. Maybe I'll do like a little fun reading, you know, if it's necessary. Maybe I'll do one for Valentine's Day or something. I don't know, just to be cute. But that just all kind of depends on the actual vibes. But yes, you guys, sending all my love, sending my protection over you, over your house, over the people that you love, over your dreams, your inspirations, your plans, your seeds that you are sowing, that you are currently trying to manifest, because you do deserve happiness. You do. Like, happiness is your birthright. I want you to remember that as you walk through this life, as you walk through this next day, the rest of this day. I want you to remember that you are absolutely allowed to be here. You're allowed to be happy. You're allowed to have joy. You're allowed to smile. You're allowed to invite your friends over. You're allowed to drink water in the sun. You're allowed to dance. You're allowed to live. You're allowed to be human in every aspect of the word. Okay. And I just really, really want everybody to understand the importance of community and mutual aid and love. Okay. With that, I will catch you on my next one. I hope that you guys have a blessed day, weekend. If you celebrate Valentine's Day, enjoy that. Friend and Palentine's Day, whatever. I don't know why I'm trying to say Friendentine's Day. There's pals right there. Yes. And just enjoy. And try not to feel guilty for having joy, because joy is resistance, no matter what people say. Take this time to get the fuck off the internet. Get off the internet. I love you. Bye.